There is one word, my friends, which will drive the future more than anything else. One word which will give the added edge to every event that you do. One word, and it's what it is. It's not about technology. Technology is important. It's not about communications. What is it about? I'll tell you, it's about, well, let's have a look. I was staying in a hotel recently in New York. You know the one, 4,322 stories and a couple of lifts. I was late, I confess I was late. I was supposed to be downstairs in the ballroom rehearsing, and there I was. We were stuck, and there was quite a crowd by the lift door. I was, well, you know what? The button was lit. And at that moment, I just didn't know what to do. I was tempted for a nanosecond to do something totally crazy. I was tempted, my friends, to go and press that lift button more than once. Okay, confession time. I'd like you to put your hands up. I know that none of you would do such a crazy, irrational, illogical, and rubbish thing. But I know that you're tempted sometimes, so put your hands up if you've been tempted, I want to see. Okay. Put your hands up again if actually you confess. You actually did it. You know what? I was talking to a whole load of airline pilots in Dallas, Texas, and I'm very interested in airline pilots because I fly a lot. I asked them the same question. I said, put your hands up if you talk to the lift. Come on, baby, it's time to come, man. 98% of all airline pilots in America, Europe, and everywhere else in the world talk to their lifts. That worried me. Because you know the question I want to ask on your behalf now is, put your hands up if you talk to the plane. They all do. They all talk to their planes. They talk to the lifts. They talk to the dog. They talk to the cat. They talk to the grass, and they hug the trees. Well, what do we learn from this? Seriously. You see, you can think the future is about your technology and your products, and you're partly right. You can think that the future is about customer relationship management. You're right. You can think the future is about listening to your employees about what's really hurting and what they're really struggling with right now. You're right. But I'll tell you something, my friends. As you have shown me, you're the intellectual giants of America and Europe and everywhere else as well. You have shown me that when we are under pressure, we behave totally irrationally. And if we remember nothing about the future, we must remember that the future, therefore, my friends, is about emotion. And we see it in the subprime crisis. We saw it in the reaction to SARS. We see it in just about every market shift. I don't know of a CEO that thinks their share price is based on rational logic. If it goes too high, they say, I wish they'd talk it down because I'm going to get my head cut off when the thing comes down. They just talked it up too high in the first place. And then others say, it's too low. I don't know what they are missing. They don't seem to understand what our business is about. So the future is about emotion. And wherever you go, I find it, wherever I go. And you find it in people's lives, the individual passions that they have. I talked to someone yesterday. We had a kind of a book club thing, and someone was there in that meeting. She said, you know what? I confess to you, and she found this hard to say. She said, I'm really glad I came now, but I really didn't want to come because I've got a kid back home, and I haven't seen her in ages, and my boss told me I had to be here. And I'm a single-parent mom. It's tough for me, but I had to be here. Emotion, my friends, is really, really important.